And happy Monday to you guys. Thomas, George, how are you guys doing today? And the big news, which did break last night, we do have a confirmation of a truck brand for the next truck for ATS, and that is international. Now, what truck it could be? ProStar, Lone Star, maybe the new LT A9900, we do not know, but the confirmation link is listed down below. A Polish YouTuber was interviewing two people from SES. That would be Root Killer and then also Robot, I believe is how you say his name, and hopefully I did get it right. And they did confirm the truck which is coming, which is international. So if you do want to take a look at that, that link is down below, translated from Polish into English by a beta tester named Mr. Bartek. So we do have that, and today we do have a brand new Volvo mod out for you guys. Frank Peru is the one who had did this model, and we've got the 2019 760 out for you guys today. Junior, how are you doing today? Sandrai. And right now, guys, we are sitting up here, well, actually down here in Carlsbad, California. We've got a load of beverages on that are going to be going over to Phoenix. So without any further waiting, we're going to climb into the interior here and get our butts moving. And there you guys go. We have a whole new interior. This truck actually is not bad. A good majority of Frank's Peru models are quite heavy on the poly side. This is not that case, although if you do have a weaker system, you might want to hold off on just a little bit. But if you did want to download it, it is on Frank's Peru blog, and I don't have that linked, but if you just search for it, you guys will come across that link. So without any further waiting, we've got the truck fired up, 600 horsepower, Cummins ISX 15 underneath the hood. We are getting our butts moving down the road. Yep, this is a mod truck. I am having a fantastic Monday. Well, besides the storms that rolled through my area a little bit ago, those were a little nasty, but other than that, it is a great day. What do you mean is the Cascadia N? Game time, just about noon. Dylan, we have a manufacturer confirmed, not a truck as of yet. The new manufacturer is international. More than likely, we could be seeing more than one truck also, guys, just so you know. The license may be for multiple trucks, but the current trucks that are currently in production by Navistar International are the LT and the Lone Star. The two other models that we may be getting, which, I mean, just speculation, would be the ProStar and then also the 9900. No, not in ATS as of yet. And also, we did get confirmation that DX11 is coming also, and 132 is just the start. It's not a big update, but there are going to be bigger updates in the future. 1.32 is the start of that. Me personally, I'm hoping for the LT, as that is what International is selling now as their fleet truck. Everything pretty much, well, the first two trucks that we got for ATS were fleet trucks. The Lone Star is more of an owner-operator, although there is a company around here that does run them as a fleet truck, but who knows what we're going to get. Hopefully we'll have that confirmation soon. Oh, and one thing with this truck, guys, you really cannot remove the hood mirrors. Once we get into Phoenix, I'm going to go to the Kenworth dealership. I'll show you the other interior options that do come with this. But also, one little quirk, which I hope didn't happen. But that's the reason why I'm running hood mirrors, is because of what happens when you do remove them. Hey, Martin, how are you doing today? And also going to be coming from Frank Peru, hopefully not too much longer, is going to be the Mac Anthem. Take care, Dylan. Thanks for stopping in. Frank Peru, I am not sure actually. His most recent truck, besides the VNL 760 that I am running now, was a T800. No, this is the 2019. Good evening, Miles. How are you doing this fine Monday? Hopefully you should not have any more connection issues once you did get that replaced. Nothing happened to International. It's just the next truck brand that's been confirmed for ATS. I am not sure, Tom. I do got other things going on in my life right now to where I cannot be away from home, such as taking care of my mom. So, I really don't have an answer. And I mean, maybe once she passes, I might go back to it, but I have no idea. Lazarus, it is true. International is going to be the next truck brand. Sparko, how's it going today, dude? Now, just for shits and giggles here, guys, more than likely it's either going to be the Lone Star or the LT that we're going to be getting. But it is also possible, I had mentioned this a few minutes ago, we could see the Pro Star or possibly the 9900 also. Blitz, I am running a mod today. Volvo is not in ATS with the exception of through mods. That's exactly right, George. The Lone Star is more geared towards owner-operators. Now, there is one issue with the dashboard. You guys are probably seeing it. The speedometer says 65, but the dash mod, which is included, that center display, it is included when you download the mod, is saying 55. So definitely don't pay attention to the dial for the speedometer. My brother has been driving, actually went back to driving, and has been out on the road for the last 10 years. Every company that he worked for does have ELDs. He doesn't complain about it. He actually makes more now than he did when he first started back in the 90s. Yeah, the 5700 was in the latest Transformers movies, and that is, I believe, their newest truck. And nine times out of 10, I'm going to tell you guys this right now, Volvo and Daimler Freightliner Western Star, including Mac and that, are the last ones who we will get licensed are going to be Freightliner and Western Star. And I don't know the reason for that. I wish I did. And that's exactly where I got my wheel at, Martin, was Best Buy. And Amazon price was the same, and I have 2 Best Buys, both about an hour away. And when I got my wheel, I was like, hell, I'm not waiting 2 days in order to get it. I'm going to go buy it right now. And that's what I did. Oh, are you stupid? AI, are you kidding me? Do not slam on your brakes in front of a truck. No train horns on this. Absolutely, there's very little in the way of customization, actually. Oh, the AI is absolutely horrendous, Junior. You've got that right. At the time when I came off the road, I was married and was expecting a kid, so that's the reason why. Well, later on this year, we will have Oregon, so that is going to get rid of, that is going to add even a bigger hockey stick to the map than what we have now. But hopefully after that, it should not take nearly as long, as the map team is going to be splitting into 2. So hopefully we'll be able to see Utah or Colorado after Oregon. Energetic, it's just a truck brand which is international. Oh. Yep. Yep, Coda, that was your fault, you idiot. I need to turn my brakes up to avoid this stupid AI doing that to me constantly. Oh, look at that. We did not get any damage either. That is a miracle. Yeah, the 13-letter shit spreader is what a lot of people call it. Down below in the video, Energetic, will be a link. It was translated by Mr. Bartek, which is a SCS beta tester, and his post has a link in there to a YouTube stream, which was an interview with Poland's largest YouTube streamer. And they confirmed a whole bunch of information that you will see in that posting. Sparko, you mean the thumbnails that I put up for my videos? Max, no, I am not on multiplayer. Martin, I picked this trailer up that got behind me in California. And Sparkle, what I use for my thumbnails is what YouTube captures for me, and I just choose one out of the 3 that they give me. And no energetic, they do not. And we've just got confirmation of a brand right now, not a specific model. Yeah, that's all YouTube actually. I don't capture any specific thumbnails itself. Blitz Winner, thank you so much for the follow on Mixer. I appreciate it. They may have more than one signed license. That's just what I know so far, is that the next brand is going to be international. That license may include more than one truck too. Hey, Speedy Gonzalez, how are you doing today? What the heck was that about? I didn't hit anything. Right on the coast to coast thread, Martin. Alright, so since we're here in Phoenix, I'm going to hop over to the dealer so I can show you guys more options here for the interior and some of the tuning options. There is not a whole lot. I started out pulling a skateboard behind me and literally pulled just about anything you could put on a flatbed. When I came off the road, I was actually doing dry van. Sparko, yes, I do have mods installed. There's probably about 60 to 80 that I currently have active. Alright, so now that we're here at the garage, I'm running the 760 today, but you can run a 740, and then also the high roof 860. Of course, we've got our chassis 6x2, 6x4, along with mid-lifts. Engines, there is a mod that's included with this one here, so you've got several different engines. Of course, I'm going to avoid any Euro engine because they don't belong in an American truck. A couple of Cats, some Cummins, and the PACCAR engines. transmissions ranging from 6 all the way up to 18. And now that we are here on the interiors, right here is the Vantage tan interior. So we've got some wood accents, and the GPS is replaced by gauges. And this one here, we've got a GPS screen. Does change things off. We've got some red highlights in there. And the same thing for the gray. We've got gauges, and then we've got the gray interior. And not a whole lot in the paint department. Does include a template though, which you can extract out of the paint mod that's included, so you can do your own skins. And then we've got customization options here. We've got a couple of bull bars, just your general that you find in the game already. We've got different bumpers. We've got chrome. We've got a different type of chrome, the bumper paint, which is what I'm currently running, and full plastic. We've got this here is for the headlight trim. So of course I'm running plastic. You can do chrome or paint job. And this is what I am talking about when you remove the mirrors. You're not going to see it there. It's right behind the dot. The mirrors leave a black mark behind them. Not good. And that's the only reason why I am running hood mirrors today. With your own skins, hopefully that will not be on there. We've got curtains. That's a Euro thing. We've got a couple of different visors. We've got a chrome and a paint. And this is interior lights. If you do want to run that mod, there is a mod order that's included in there, a JPEG. I currently don't have it installed. And this here is for a chrome trim along the sleeper here. And beacons up on the top. No options for the exhaust. We've just got one there. Cables do work, so that is good. This here is for part of the toys. The side skirts, not much options here. These lights are white, not the greatest in my opinion, but it is what it is. We've got your standard side skirts, which are short. We've got the short ones that expose the fuel tanks, and then we are running the exclusives. And in the back, we just got an option here for the standard mud flaps. And that is pretty much all that you can do. Oh, the door handles, of course. You can do standard or chrome. Alright, so we're going to get them back here. We're still running. Now, if this truck was based in Europe, Blitz, definitely I agree with you. It should be a Euro engine, but since the Volvo has actually started out as Volvo White, they were their own company, then they had bought out Mack, so and pretty much they are pretty much throwing Mack engines in the Volvos these days. Alright, and let's figure out where the heck we're going to go on our next trip here. Clovis, that's actually not a bad trip. What else do we got here, though? No idea, Energetic. That information has not been released. Alright, we're going to go to Clovis just because. Hey, Volvo for Life, how are you doing today? Welcome to the live stream. I tried to reset my TrackIR and I hit the bug report screen. Yeah, fingers are not working today. If we are lucky, we will see 1.32 for ATS this Friday, but it could also be to where they're going to get the majority of the bugs fixed in the ETS2 open beta before they release it for ATS. So that might even be 2 or 3 weeks before we get it. Lucas, no confirmation of a specific truck model, just a brand, which is international. Yep, it is, Thomas, and I have tried it out actually on my side. I'm just waiting for it to drop for ATS. Alright, you idiots are gonna wait. I'm gonna go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pull out the Great Dane reefer that I've got, which is... where the heck did it go? Probably at the end of the list? Might not be in this one then. Let's see here, because I should have it. I'm not... unless it's after the default trailers and before we get into the utility trailer pack. Oh, looks like we don't have it at all. So we're at FedEx. So let's go ahead and pull a FedEx Custom Critical trailer, and we should be good to go then. Let me guess, this is probably one of the trailers that I'm not going to be able to back under for some odd reason. Oh, there it goes. Apparently I can't back up without a trailer on. Normally it's reverse, I can't back up with the trailer on. ETS has a bigger player base, and more players will report problems on the ETS2 side compared to ATS, so that's why they did get the open beta first. Oh my goodness, you don't even want to know how many people were there yesterday. But yes, I did have a good time, Martin, thank you. Drew, thank you so much for the subscribe there on YouTube. I appreciate it. And again, if you guys want to take a look at the forum post from Mr. Bartek from that translation of the video, that is linked in the video description. At least for those on YouTube. If you're watching on Mixer, you're going to want to scroll beneath the video to go to my YouTube page, to where you would then be able to click on that link. Oh, Coda, why in the heck did you jump over into the granny lane? Oh yeah, pretty much all the family was there. And it's only one time that you turn 16 years old. I don't believe he has a girlfriend, but yes, his friends were there, and there were a ton. And the only thing that I wish is the lights on the side skirts, that they would have been orange, because they do not run white lights here for side skirts in the United States. I'm not sure why he made them white, and I cannot get into the mod to even change them, so gotta figure that out. Yeah, it doesn't feel like 16 years have passed, Martin, when my son was born. That's for damn sure. And so you guys know, if you do know Frank Peru's blog, go ahead and hop to it, and you will be able to download the 2019 Volvo that I am currently running. And if you do want more information on the next truck brand for ATS, that is down in the video description on YouTube. And I see another issue here. If you guys take a look at the dashboard, the gauges are lit up, but the dial for the needle pointer, those are dark as could be. So of course we cannot see how much fuel I got left or anything like that. Z Rice, thank you so much for the subscribe there on Mixer. I do appreciate it. Almost, Cody, you caught yourself. The Indian Trucker, thank you so much. That is, unless I do something stupid and maybe crash like I did earlier. And bright lights do work, guys. More than likely, it will not be on console for a long time. But what you need to know also is the game doesn't require a whole lot to run either on a PC. Lots of people run it on a laptop. The one thing that you're going to want to pay attention to is your graphics card. So if you're running like an Intel 4400, something integrated, that chip itself will not run. But definitely look at your specs and the minimum specs required from the Steam store, which is linked down below for ATS. And if you did want to try the game out, there is a free demo if you have a laptop. If you don't have a Steam account, it's free to make one. Download the demo and see how it runs on your laptop. If it's good, then you can buy the game. If not, hey, just run around in the demo when you get time or when you feel like it. Septic no date on a release of the truck, just the brand that was leaked yesterday, which is International. For all we know, we may get 2 trucks with 1 license. We could get up to 4 also, and those 4 trucks would be the Lone Star, the LT, a Pro Star, or the 9900. If it's only a single truck, though, it's going to be between the LT and the Lone Star. Why I am sitting out here in the hammer lane, I have no idea. Yes, we're going to be passing AI left and right, but chances are once we get into New Mexico, we are going to get pulled into the chicken coop. Yeah, I did look at that video, Martin. Junior Senior does really good mod reviews, so if you guys do want to check out any mods, what he may have, definitely take a look at his channel. Oh, of course, way station coming up. Might as well get over in the grinding lane. And there it is on the pre-pass. We've got to get pulled in. Of course, that's so typical. DC Blazer, thank you so much for the follow on Mixer. I definitely do appreciate it. International Aerostar, I do not even know what that looks like, Speedy. I had no idea they still made a cab over. I'm going to have to take a look at that just because you brought it up. If you guys see the screen jump a little bit on you, just ignore that. I'm going to be taking a drink of water, and sometimes the bottle does mess with my TrackIR. Hey, Curtly, how are you doing today? Oh, definitely a cab over is great for city driving, especially if you get into downtown. A lot of those streets are so tight. A conventional would have a problem getting around corners and then also backing into some of the tight docks. Oh, Curtly, we're doing awesome like a possum. And just remember, guys, if you are enjoying today's live stream, make sure you give it a thumbs up to let me know. If you're not already subscribed, slap that big old red subscribe button, enable notifications by clicking on the bell. And from myself, I would very much appreciate it. And some of you may be asking, I don't have Santa Rosa in my game, and that is because I am running a mall? Yeah, way to go, Coda. I am running a mod called Cities Expansion, and the current version is 2.3.1. And crap, I just missed my exit. Well, Interstate 40 should run all the way over to Clovis. Why did it have me getting off in Santa Rosa? I am not sure. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Yeah, that would be why we're actually heading into Tucumcari. We don't want to do that. Oh yeah, I trained in an International 9300, so I know exactly what you mean. Junior, you take care and have a good one. Oh, cement mixer, are you kidding me? Oh, that's what the problem is. We've got an accident between the AI. How lovely. I don't want to go all the way into Tucumcari. I'm sitting here hoping I get a little bit of a break in traffic like here, just to get my butt turned around. And that is something I recommend that you guys not do, especially out in the real world. You will cause an accident if you're not paying attention. There might be a character limit there, Martin. Basically, all you're going to want to do is describe what's going on and leave an image, more than likely, and they should be able to get it for you. But you're going to want an image of where it is happening, not just the one that you had showed me of you falling through the sky. Oh, this AI is going to kill me one way or the other. Now, big difference for me, Speedy. I trained in the 9300, but then the first job that I had, I've got on-the-job training from them since it was my actual first real-world trucking job. And take a wild guess what truck they threw me in. And no, it wasn't a cab over. Rohan, how are you doing today? We've got confirmation of a brand, which is going to be international. No word yet on a specific model. Alright, so Speedy, what they did was I trained in a 9300, and then I did get thrown into a conventional, but they put me, and this was at 97 when I graduated truck driving school. I got put into a 1994 Kenworth W900L. So I went from like one extreme all the way to the other. Needless to say, talk about a whole different learning curve. I'm doing awesome like a possum. More than likely, I'd probably pull either a reefer or a dry van. I wouldn't do flatbed again. Yeah, needless to say, getting off the interstate my first couple of times, I didn't make the turns. I had to back up. If I ever do go back to driving, my brother works for Martin Transport, has been there for the last 8 years. So if he wouldn't mind, I would jump on and haul team with him. Otherwise, more than likely he would give me a good reference to get on with that with Martin Transport. Yeah, the real world training is so much different than tractor trailer school itself. The school gives you the basics. You learn everything basically once you're out on the road. And a lot of people think, oh, it's going to be, oh, easy peasy getting everything done. No, it's not. There is a lot of stress in being a truck driver. Granted, the money is starting to come up more, but for what you deal with, it's a ton of stress. Even if I go back to driving, I wouldn't mind having a local job. The last few years before I quit, I was actually driving a coal truck. I wouldn't mind doing that again. That wasn't a bad job. The only thing that sucked was getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Hey, Callie, how are you doing today? The biggest requirement is going to be a clean driving record. In order to get your CDL, it's a piece of cake, really. And I gotta take a look here very quickly. Okay, no house over there. What the hell am I on? Oh, of course, the curb. Oh my goodness, Coda, what the hell are you doing? Martin does a whole lot of running all over the lower 48. Let's see, do we got anything out of General Mills here? That's the question. We do, and we did not go to Nevada yet, so let's go ahead and take this load going over to Nevada. It's pretty much, actually I don't want to run across 40 again either. Where the hell can we go? Let's see here. Holbrook, that's right across 40. As much as I don't want to go through Red Light City, let's go ahead and take this load of bottled milk to FedEx. That doesn't make sense. Oh, I have a 387 myself already. I haven't tested it out yet. I do know cables don't work with it either. Alright, now let's see. Do I got the Great Dane in here yet? Probably not. Nope. Let's see. What the hell we... let's go ahead. Just pull a plain white wagon. Yep, I'm gonna have to get myself some go-go juice here too. Now, granted, if this is real world, once I hooked into the excuse me, once I hooked into the trailer, I would do a tug test. Hopefully, we still should be able to do a tug test here if the brakes work. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go over into low. We're gonna hold the trailer brake on, and then we're gonna go ahead here, pull. Yep. We're not supposed to stall the truck, but we are connected. So let's go ahead, get into first, and get our butts moving. And Coda, if you let go of the brake the next time, you won't stall. No, that was a mod that I had bought from Bart Modding, actually. I have no idea there, Alexander. I've picked up this game in 2016 and been playing it ever since. Stupid Buster Brown, are you kidding me? And there's General Mills right over there. Don't know, Martin, haven't tried it. When I was pulling dry van, I actually was on contracted Walmart freight for a little bit, with the exception of Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. And I stayed actually quite busy. You would go out, come back, they'd send you another load. Unless they give you a backhaul, then you would go get the backhaul and take it back to the DC. But I actually made pretty good money doing that. Hollywood Bubbles, thank you so much for the subscribe. I do appreciate it. That is a good question. The USA server did come back last week, so that might bring the numbers up just a little bit. But I do think of those who do play ATS, the majority are on single player. Oh crap, that's what I get for having my brakes turned down. Normally with an 18, I'm only splitting the top two gears, but since we were pulling up a little bit of a grade there and wanted to get by the stupid AI because they don't know how to drive, of course I'm splitting gears. M. Kenny, no, the new brand is going to be international. I'm just driving a new new Volvo mod from Frank Peru today. That mode is coming soon, Alexander, and I am not sure how it's going to work as of yet, but Truckers MP did release a teaser of multiplayer with AI traffic. Oh my god, Speedy, I could not sit at a DC for 12 hours waiting for a load. Oh, I could definitely run the FLD again. I would need to get the updated Classic XL if I'm going to run it. I haven't ran across it, but I can take a look into my groups and see if it's been posted. Roger that, Curtly. Yeah, and back in the day when I was driving, having a TV in your truck was kind of a luxury. Luckily for me, I did have a TV, just used a local aerial antenna. But today with digital TV, I don't even know if that is even an option anymore. If you guys do want to download the Volvo 2019, search for Frank Peru, and I believe it's FRANCK Peru.blogspot.com, and then you will be able to download this truck. Included inside the mod is going to be the mod order and everything that you need to get the truck running. Before I run myself out of the go-go juice, better stop and get some. Alright. Alexander, thank you so much for the subscribe. I do appreciate it. Alright, give me 1 second here, guys. Why am I at least stopped? I'm going to Alt-Tab out of the game for just a minute. Let me get you the link to Frank's blog, and I will go ahead and throw it into the chat. So you're not going to see anything moving on the screen here. I'm just going to open up Firefox very quickly here, as I have it in my favorites. All right, and there you go. Coming up is going to be the link to Frank's blog to where you would be able to download this specific truck. And yes, if you hit curbs, you are going to bounce, just like I did there. And did that link go through, guys? Because I can't tell here on my side if it did or if it didn't. All right, awesome. Thanks, Curtly. If you guys do see a little bit of stuttering, Frank Peru is notorious for using high poly interiors, so if you really don't have the greatest of computers, you are probably going to get a little bit of lag. And Steam Workshop there, Martin, is where you can find it. Why the heck I am stopped here? Where the heck are my brakes set at? Because the pedal does not feel like it's working. Yeah, that would be why. I'm going to turn that up just a little bit. Yeah, I'm running the T3 PA pedals along with the conical brake mod, so I pretty much have a wall, and then it just gets progressively harder to push. Well, needless to say, I had to jam on my pedals in order to get stopped there. Good thing there wasn't another truck next to us, otherwise we would have been slamming into them. First and foremost, guys, I do want to thank you for watching today. If you already didn't catch it, my name is Coda, and the channel's name is Amazing ATS. Once again, the new truck brand for ATS is international. No word yet on a specific model. It could be one of 4 or any combination of the 4. And those are the LT, the Lone Star, the ProStar, or the 9900. If we're going to get multiple trucks, more than likely they are going to be the LT and the Lone Star. If you did enjoy today's live stream, please give the video a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, hit that red subscribe button. I do want to thank you once again for watching. Have a great rest of your Monday night, guys, and we will catch you on the flippity flop.